When you're finished with your collage, you're ready to create your texture surrealism pen and ink drawing composition. For this drawing, you can choose to do the entire collage or just part of the collage. You're going to trace your image onto a transparency that has a grid printed on it. So you can choose a full page transparency, a half page, or even a quarter page. Decide what part of the collage you want to use for your texture pen and ink drawing. Once you've decided on a collage, you're going to put the transparency down in the area of that collage that you want to actually trace. Your paper can go portrait style or it can go landscape style, it's up to you. You do want to make sure that your picture is still in the surrealism style, so don't choose a grid that's so small that you won't be able to show that surrealism style. Once you've decided on the area that you're going to trace or use for your composition, you're going to use an overhead projector marker to trace all of your contour lines. You want to trace outside edges and as many inside details as you can fit in. If something's too small to trace with the overhead projector marker, then you can add those details in later by looking at the picture. But try to trace as much as you can. Once you've gotten your image traced, you can add as many details as you'd like, or you can leave details out of your picture that you don't want to include in the overall picture. You can also move that transparency around so that you can get other things in your picture that maybe are not located in the area that you chose to trace. Make sure that you're filling in as much negative space as possible so that you have an interesting design. You also want to try and include some overlapping and multiple layers in your overall design. Try to avoid having just objects and a flat or plain blank background. You might want to flip your paper over and check your composition before you decide you're done. I can see that I have a little too much negative space in the top of my design, so I'm going to find some other things in my picture that I can trace or include in my design. Now that I've traced some other objects in my design and I've filled the negative space that I had at the top of my composition, I'll check it one more time before I decide that I'm ready to transfer my contours to my drawing paper.